might hear me on the radio. Breaker, breaker, 19. Anybody got their ears on?
Hey everybody, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms in the mountains, North Carolina. Check out this beauty. This is one of the many radios I picked up at the Dayton Hamfest. And this is a Cobra 85, one of the earlier base stations from Cobra. Now they had earlier models than this, but this one was probably one of the most popular of the 23 channel era radios they made. It's relatively compact. It's also relatively simple, but it works. It's just a cool little radio from the 23 era. So let's take a look at it. We have a big front-facing speaker here. We do have a 4-pin standard mic, Cobra size mic down at the bottom. This one actually included the standard microphone for that era, and someone has added a holder for it, which was kind of a cool idea. On the front here, we do have, it says Cobra 85 Dynascan era of the radios, which is really cool. And a giant analog meter here. Now this is not a very fancy radio. You can see there's not a whole lot going on. No delta tune, which was kind of common for this era. None, no A&L, no noise blanker, nothing like that. So we just have our channel select here, which is just a backlit light. And of course, I'm going to get closer in here and show all this to you when we plug it into the Antron and see what we can find. Then we do have our squelch control here, which goes all the way up and down, just an analog squelch control. And then volume on off and just the on off button here. Basically, that's all we got. So what do I think of it? Well, let me show you here on the side. There's where the mic sits on this particular model. No PA mode for this. But we do have an external speaker outlet right there. We do have a plug. It's kind of an interesting custom plug. It's a DC and AC, so you can hug in with, and right now I have the AC cord for it, so we'll be plugging this into an outlet. But you can plug this into 12 volts if you wanted to. It does have a removable glass fuse. The external speaker I think is kind of interesting on this because it's RCA style, not the usual like earphone jack that you see on more modern radios. So that's kind of cool. And of course, regular PL259 type connector for the antenna. It does have, I'll have to look at it here to read it, but it does, I can't read the date code on it. This one was made in Japan, but it's the Cobra 85 Citizens Band two-way radio, and it is FCC approved. Bottom, nothing in particularly spectacular about the bottom for screw-in rubber mounts. And the metal is, I mean, the case is all metal. It's wood grain, wood grain appearance, which was kind of the style back then with a black and chrome faceplate, but it's not wood. I have reviewed some CBs, some oldies that actually did have wood casings, but this one here is just metal. Now I haven't opened it up. I have no plans to open it up. I believe this works. I bought 2 of them. You might be able to see, kind of hidden right there is the second one. That one didn't include power or a mic, but I have no doubt that between the two we can make at least one work if this one doesn't work when I plug it in. Skip was rolling a little while ago. I'm excited to try this thing out, and who knows, maybe we'll make contact on AM. Being a 23 channel, being AM only, kind of limited in the ability to reach out and touch someone, but we'll give it a shot. Let's do it. All right, well here we are. I've got the microphone on the table, so I might sound a little bit farther out, but I want to be able to pick it up. We're going to turn this thing on. Hopefully we get some signals. I've got it on channel 6. All right, so it does light up. You can see the dial here is lit up. The gauge or the needle is working, so that's cool.
And what I do is I put a little bit of spinach in it, and then I have like a half a cup of brown rice.
Well, it's working.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good for spinach. Never had that. Hey, Tony, that spinach sounds good.
Dr. Hollywood, crazy. Chicago.
All right, so channel 6 is clearly working. Let's see if we can pick up some local traffic here. We'll roll through the channels. Channel 14 is our local station. Let's give it a try. Break channel for a radio check. Break channel for a radio check. Over. pretty early in the morning, so it doesn't surprise me if we don't get anything coming in here. 16 sometimes has traffic. Brake channel for a radio check. Checking out the Cobra 85 by Dynascan. Let's do it. And a lot of skip coming in. Probably going to mess with local traffic, but and then channel, 23, and then usually you get your blank channel on a lot of radios of this era. That would be your PA mode setting, but on this one, no PA. This was a pretty basic radio, but it was a bass. So it's definitely picking up a lot of the skip that's going on this morning. Just a great little radio. Should you pick up something like this if you find it? Yeah, certainly. These are great starter setups. If you wanted to get a neighbor or a friend interested in the hobby, well, what better way to do it than by providing them a way of getting on the air? They go out, they get this, maybe pick up a Tram B100 or a Saturn B100 antenna, just to get started at the party at the lowest possible costs and see where it takes them. I can imagine that this radio, when it first came out, was set up in somebody's family room or perhaps in their bedroom, and it probably got a ton, I mean a ton of use. It looks well worn, but it also looks like it was cared for. And my guess is sometime around 1990, maybe 91, this thing got put in a closet, and that's where it sat until I came across it at a Hamfest. I guess that'll do it for today. I hope you're enjoying the new videos coming from the new studio. I'm enjoying the new radios that I picked up at the last Hamfest, and things like this are fun to play with late at night talking to locals. Till next time, my friends, take care.